Welcome to Real Judaism with Rabbi Klapper. Unfiltered wisdom for Jewish life.
Is it possible that people are going to spend so much time on things that are not important and things that are the most important? They're not going to spend any time on them? Why don't you spend if you're going to be spending time doing things that aren't really important, why don't you spend at least set up a time? Set up a time, try to do it every day. A little bit of time to think about what's really important in life. The Pasuk says, Hein Yiras Hashem hi Chochmah. Yiras Hashem, that is Chochmah. Fear of God is Chochmah. V'amru b'aseinu, and the Gemara says in Shabbos, the word Hein, it says Hein Yiras Hashem hi Chochmah. What does the word Hein mean? Echad. It means one. Shekein b'loshen Yevani koren la'achas Hein. Because in the Greek language, the word Hein means one. Haresha yira hi chachma v'hi levada chachma. It means having true fear of God is the truest chachma. That is the ultimate wisdom. Vada she'ein nikra chachma ma she'ein bo iyun. There is no such thing as chochmah that doesn't require effort to put in. This is the ultimate chochmah, because wisdom is not only about knowing something. It's about living it. It's about making it part of you. This is all work that has to be done, and that's what he's trying to say here. There's no such... We might know all of these concepts very clearly. You take a test, and we know all these concepts, but it's the internalization of them, making them real. That is what really matters. And that's what really takes Chochmah. The Chochmah is not only to know it, the Chochmah is to live it. In order to really, truly understand these concepts, a person has to take the time and effort to work in them. You think you know them? Right? When we repeat back many things what we heard, so okay, so you know it. You heard that concept, but are you really living it? Are you the same? Are you the same person? Are you? There are some people who will say, "Yeah, I used to say it, but now I'm living it." The largest space that there is between your head and your heart. I might know something intellectually, but I can't. Am I living it? Put it in your heart. You might know it, but you have to put it in your heart. If you really want to make a kinyan in them, you have to put in the effort. If you look at who's really frum, you're really frum. What's that based on? It's based on how long his payas are, how big his kippah is, how many buttons he's got on his back. What's the definition of being yourself really frum? How big his muscles are. Right? What is it? Is that what it is? When he goes to the mikveh, he's over 150 times. Right? That guy, I don't know what he's doing in there. He's swimming laps. Right? What? It seems so stupid. That's how you become so great. No, that's not how you become so great. It's not. It's not. It takes a lot of work. It takes to come to shleimus. And sometimes you see special people, you don't even realize what they're doing. Sometimes they might even look silly. But they're on such high madregas, you don't even understand that they're... And it's not for the hamoin am. It's not for everybody else. When people are on a high level, most of the time, they're very tsanua. In fact, almost all the time. They're very... Because tznius is an important aspect of greatness. Like it says by the luchos, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the first luchos he gave in public, and everybody saw, kolos ubrokim, thunder and lightning. Wow, the whole world shook when the first luchos were given, and that's what created Ayin Hara, and that's why there was Egel Azov. The second set of luchos were given quietly. Tznius is a huge, huge maila. Tznius is a tremendous, tremendous koyach. Tznius is when we hide something, when we keep something hidden, that thing that we're hiding has tremendous power. The reason why I'm hiding my body is not because I'm embarrassed of my body. The reason why is because my body is so chashuv, it's so important that I can't share it with everybody. That concept of tznius has tremendous, tremendous koyach for anybody in the world, for men and for women. It's a concept that applies across the board. So we see that these ideas that a person might not even realize, oh, look, they look so frum. You think they're really so frum? You know what? Sometimes they are, right? And we'll see later on in the Sefer, we're going to have to stop over here, but we're going to see sometime later in the Sefer, a lot of the ways of actually making a true kinyan, and to really acquire these midos might come the opposite of what you think. How am I supposed to get the midah of tznius? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get Yiras Hashem? What am I supposed to do for that? Well, first of all, there's no way to get it unless you actually take the time to think about it. No way. Nothing falls on you by accident. That's number one. And number two is you have to be ready to accept and actually put in the work that's necessary for it. That's not something that comes simply. It takes a lot of hard work. But that's what we're here for. We're here on this planet to improve ourselves, to get better, to build ourselves up, to do our avodas Hashem in the best way possible. We're not starting complete products. Every person has to work hard, but you have to be ready to put in the work. You ready to put in the work? Well, that's the person he's talking about over here. Don't take things for granted. Don't say, oh, it's so simple, I don't need to work on it. We need to work on it. Okay, we'll stop over here. Go on.
Thank you for joining Real Judaism, where we explore Torah's wisdom for real life. Created by J Foundations and produced by Eli Podcast Productions. Find more episodes at realjudaism.org and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.